Alright, guys, it is Tuesday, December 29th, 2020, at 12:02 p.m. We're getting closer and closer to New Year's. Alright, let's cover what we have. Croatia earthquake, a 6.4 magnitude earthquake happened. It happened 10 kilometers in depth. That is the basic depth that the USGS registers out. So I don't know if that's just a computerized error or it's deeper or shallower. It must have been shallower because the earthquake was pretty large. Alright, let's take a look at the Twitter Croatia tab and see what we have for what's happening since the earthquake happened. Okay, let's take a look at the latest news. Alright. Wow, that's pretty devastating. It's from they're calling it in between a 6.2 to a 6.6 earthquake in Croatia, but look at this devastation. Look at that. Buildings just collapsing, people trying to get people up from under the rubble. So a lot of damage happened in Croatia. Please pray for the people in Croatia going through this. Let's see here. It says a massive earthquake has just rocked Croatia, with the town of Petrninja suffering the worst damage. People there running around, trying to stay in the streets so they won't get close to buildings and be crushed. Alright, so let's take a look at what other stories I covered. From Spinks Meganson says severe storms will be possible Thursday into Thursday night. Greatest risk across South Alabama and Northwest Florida will likely happen farther to the west. Tornadoes and damaging winds will be the two main hazards concerns. Heavy rain and flash flooding is also possible. This is for December 31st, 2020. Severe weather outlook Thursday, December 31st, 2020. The areas of Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Greensville, Montgomery. So this whole region has slight and marginal, but severe weather is possible on Thursday to Thursday night for these regions. So please be weather aware if you live in these regions. Also, a 4.3 earthquake happened in Mindanao, Philippines, 8 minutes ago. A 4.3. Alright, let's see what else we have here. BBC breaking news: the first person in the world to be given the Pfizer COVID-19 injection as part of a mass vaccination program, Margaret Keenan, has received her second dose. That is from BBC News. Alright, also the New York Post saying scientists are studying melatonin as a possible COVID-19 treatment. So who knows about that? Also, NBC News Business is saying that Boeing 737 MAX is scheduled to resume commercial flights in the U.S. on Tuesday with an American Airlines flight between Miami and New York. So this airline plane, the 737 MAX, was having issues with crashing and planes just falling out of the sky because of certain controls. I had made a video about it a long time ago. It's been almost a year now or something. But the planes were having issues with it staying on course. They have a set course set for, in the computer programs in the plane, and it was having issues with the altitude. It was pushing the planes and not giving the correct altitude, and planes were crashing due to this, and they were set to be fixed. So now these planes are being released again. I don't know how safe people are going to be feeling flying in the 737 Maxes again. I don't know if they actually fixed the issue, but there it is. Alright, next, this is from Geek Vibes Nation. Tom Cruise is back in the UK to resume production on Mission Impossible and will be filming in Longcross Film Studios. Alright, also from The Hill, The judge again denies bail for Ghislaine Maxwell, citing flight risk. So who knows um, how her court trial is going to go, but she's being denied bail the second time. So hopefully she isn't given any bail, possibly again, because they keep applying for her to be released. But I don't think that she should be. Alright, here comes this one. I found it hilarious. Because boys are still boys inside, it's the right thing to do. There is a video I'm going to show you. It's adorable. Okay. So this crane operator is playing with a plane. He's going around with a plane like, woo, like it's flying. And I commented, vroom vroom, pew pew pew. That's exactly what I would do if I were a crane operator and I had an extra plane. I would play with the plane and make vroom noises. Found it adorable. Alright, next. Rare white-tailed eagle soar back from extinction in southern Britain. A rare white-tailed eagle soar back from extinction in southern Britain. Conservationists encouraged as youngsters in reintroduction scheme fly as far as Scotland and back. So the eagles are coming back from the brink of extinction there in southern Britain. And this one I found interesting. The New York Post, mom-to-be conceives a third baby while pregnant with twins. So it took me a second. I was like, wait a second. She's pregnant with twins and she conceived another baby while being pregnant. So that's like, oh my goodness. Somebody else had commented, how many uteruses does she have? So a lot of people don't know exactly how female reproduction happens. Some people are saying nightmare stuff. Lay off the fertility drugs, people. You know, does she know where babies come from? A lot of people in disbelief and not, believing how a person could have babies and then still conceive. It's pretty intense. The reproductive cycles and everything. It's just intense that you could get pregnant while being pregnant. It's just intense. Alright, let's take a look here at what else we have. They were sharing this tweet that I found interesting. Jim Belushi posted, any anime fans out there? I always loved Studio Ghibli after I worked with them. However, I do not know much else. But I just saw your name and it blew me away. What is out there? Come on, some of you guys have to be nerds. Fess up. So he's asking for people to recommend animes to him. And people were like, yes, I'm gonna... here's a couple animes. Check them out. So this guy posted, hey guys, get over here. We recommended animes to Jim Belushi. I think that's pretty amazing that people gathered together, as the anime fans, and decided to let him know what animes they like. Alright, also, David B. Larder has posted, this is Blink 182 on the Nimitz in 2003. So, here's the band hanging out with the boys in the military who are working. Found that quite cool to see the band Blink 182 hanging out there. Also, from The Hill, a study shows the Wuhan coronavirus may have been 10 times higher than reported. So the Wuhan coronavirus cases may have been 10 times worse than reported. They also released that for Russia, saying that Russia is reporting way more cases than now than there were before, like 3 times. I guess they were hiding the numbers. Also from New York, Trump backs Sanders in effort to force Senate to vote $2,000 on stimulus checks. Alright. Then also from AccuWeather, a 5.7 magnitude earthquake struck roughly 127 miles from Brandon, Oregon in the Pacific Ocean. A tsunami is not expected across the Pacific Northwest coastline. Did you feel it? So here is the image of the earthquake that happened off the coast of Oregon. Just wanted to cover that as well. And also from Reuters, a riot police in Russia arrested a renegade priest in a raid on a convent that he had seized control of and accused him of driving children to suicide, according to his lawyer. Excuse me. So, a priest was taken over because a renegade priest because he was hurting children. Sad to hear. Alright, let's take a look quickly here at the forecast models. I wanted to cover the storm that's going to be happening across the middle of the United States, parts of Louisiana, Texas, Alabama. Let's take a look at the forecast models. Run it a couple of times. There's snow passing, then more storms happening around Texas and Louisiana, and then the snow will be heading out towards the east, and more snow coming from the west. But let's take a look at when the storms affecting will be December 31st. Here we go with a low of 1,091 over Texas, heading off into Oklahoma, parts of Louisiana and Alabama, and Arkansas. So here we go, the snow mix over Texas and parts of Oklahoma, and rain and storms coming in. Let's slowly forward it 1,000 low. The low of 996. So severe weather will be happening in the Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas area. So keep an eye out. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can have a better look at this. Alright, look at that. So we have the mix of snow over Texas and sleet, then the severe weather over Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana. Alright, let's forward it a little bit more. Then it'll be heading over Oklahoma, parts of Chicago, some more snow and rain. Then it will be heading over to the East Coast, bringing snow to the Great Lakes area and rain for the east and south. So that's January 2nd, January 1st, December 31st. Alright guys, so keep an eye out for that severe weather happening on those days. Then we have from Strange Sounds, Nostradamus' terrifying predictions for 2021 include zombie apocalypse, an asteroid crash, biblical famine, devastating earthquake, and massive solar storms. Oh, you know, just having a regular 2021. Alright, so also a 6.4 earthquake hit Croatia. I covered that. At least one dead and several injured under collapsed buildings. So I covered that. Then 4 synchronous large earthquakes off of Chile, a 6.7 and a 6.8, a true warning sign of bigger events to come. And then an earthquake swarm beneath La Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma, Canary Islands, a sign of the upcoming mega tsunami, ? Then also the earth is spinning unusually fast lately. So I'll cover that in another video if I get around to it. But what I wanted to pay attention to was please pray for the people of Croatia right now. They're going through such difficult times. Just the 6.3 earthquake, a 6.4 happening, and all these people, basically their homes, their buildings destroyed, and them having to dig people out of the rubble. Please pray for them, and see you guys next time. Hit like and subscribe, and God bless you guys.